And now, here is your forecast first with Chief Meteorologist Andy McCray.
Things warmed up around the Quad Cities today with a mix of sun and clouds. I'll show you the temperatures in just a moment. First, though, a couple of isolated showers well southeast of the Quad Cities. These are drifting off to the north. They should fizzle out, though, before they reach the Quad Cities. And that'll be good news for Red, White, and Boom here a little bit later tonight. Temperatures right now around 90, though. The humidity makes it feel even hotter. Here's my forecast first for the Quad Cities. Tonight it is a muggy evening coming up, and we get off to a mild start for the 4th of July. I'll have the forecast for tonight's Red, White, and Boom and the 4th of July tomorrow. That's coming up here on Local 4 News at 5.
4th of July festivities kick off tonight in Davenport, where you can watch the fireworks safely. And we hear it every year, the dangers of setting off fireworks at home. A Davenport family speaks out about an explosion that sent their loved one to the hospital yesterday.
WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News at 5.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for Local 4 News at 5. I'm Tiffany Lundberg. Jim has the night off. The gates to the Red, White, and Boom festivities opened just moments ago. LeClaire Park is closed due to flooding this year, so you may want to leave some extra time to find a spot. Modern Woodman Park in Davenport and Schweber Park in Rock Island are both expecting a big turnout this evening. That is tonight's top story. Local 4's Kelly Bowles is at Modern Woodman Park, where some of those festivities are just kicking off. Kelly?
Tiffany, the gates are just opening up here at the big Red, White, and Boom celebration at Modern Woodman Park, but we've already seen a pretty big turnout with folks coming out here and lining up before those gates even open, and that includes the Tavanero family who joins us now. They've been out here for a little while now, hoping to get a good seat. What are you most excited about today?
The fireworks.
Fireworks? How many years have you been coming here?
2.
2. And what else do you like besides the fireworks?
I like the games.
The games? Is there a favorite game in particular?
No.
We did some rides last year too, didn't
Yeah.
we? Yeah.
And you guys came out here a little bit early. Is there a certain spot that you're hoping to stake out?
Not yet. I'm just kind of curious. This will be my second year coming. The first year we came for the 4th of July, so just kind of feel it out and be part of the community, enjoy it all. So. Yeah.
All right. You guys, thank you so much. Hopefully you guys go get some good seats since you waited in line.
Absolutely.
Thank you, you guys. So, bye guys. So once again, we are going to have a lot going on here. If you are planning to come out early, there's going to be live music, food, games, all sorts of stuff to do while you wait for that big fireworks show that is scheduled for 9:30 tonight. For now, we are live in Davenport at Modern Woodman Park. Kelly Bowles, Local 4 News.
Kelly, thank you. Police on both sides of the river have already received several complaints about illegal fireworks.
We checked the area of Main and Locust. We had a caller state they were unsure if it was fireworks or gunshots. We only had one call on it.
20924.
And that was just one call about fireworks complaints in our area. Davenport police say they've received 480 fireworks calls since June 1st, with 11 of those complaints leading to charges. That is up 26% from last year. On the Illinois side of the river, Moline police say they've had 54 calls in the last week alone. Today, they're reminding everyone to be safe and courteous.
It's not only illegal, but it's annoying to several people, and so they call us. We're going to take proactive measures to address it. We're going to hire officers to come in specifically to address firework complaints, and obviously we want compliance. We're going to give warnings. A lot of things are dictated on people's attitudes, and if they just comply with us and shut it down for the night, then there's not going to be any tickets issued.
And police are strongly encouraging neighbors to leave the fireworks to the professionals. A Davenport family is warning about the dangers of fireworks as well. That's after an explosion sent one person to the hospital. Davenport police say they have already seen 2 injuries from fireworks. Local 4 News was on the scene last night on West 16th and Fillmore Streets as police were investigating. The family tells us the man suffered serious injuries to his hand and also his face. Police also responded to a call on Sunday morning after a 16-year-old boy injured both his face and hand. Local 4 Sean Logging joins us in our newsroom with a warning from the family of the man injured in that explosion. Sean?
Tiffany, the victim's mother, says they were taking precautions last night, keeping it away from the house and other people. But as her son went to light one of the pyrotechnics, it just went off. The family says he had been airlifted to Iowa City and this morning underwent surgery. They tell me on one of his hands he lost all of the fingers except for his pinky, and the explosive caused extensive injuries to his palm. He's also recovering from injuries to his face and ears. The family says the fireworks were purchased online, and they are warning people this evening that to think twice before buying and to know who and where you're buying from.
They say now that kids are getting hurt off these sparklers. And that's as mild as you can get, I think.
The family tells me the devices that caused the injuries were something called a quarter stick of dynamite. Now they say it is that he is doing well and expecting additional operations in the coming weeks. In the newsroom, Sean Logging, Local 4 News.
Sean, thank you. And in Muscatine, a truck went up in flames and police are also blaming fireworks. They say they were called to East 6th Street about a report of a truck on fire. Officials say burn patterns and physical evidence pointed to fireworks as the culprit. Officials are still investigating but say it could have been caused by an individual shooting off fireworks and it going through the window of that truck. Car thieves in Davenport have struck again. Local 4 News has exclusive surveillance footage showing that entire incident. Local 4's Owen Hoke joins us live in our studio with more. Owen?
Tiffany, the incident occurred around 8 a.m. this morning. One neighbor captured the thieves on surveillance cameras. Now, the suspects came around the corner, checking the door on the car you see here on the other street. And after finding that door locked, they drove down the street the homeowner lives on. One suspect entered a neighbor's unlocked vehicle and searched for keys, only to be scared off by a passing vehicle. After leaving the scene, the suspects can be seen around the corner trying to get into a different vehicle before driving away. The neighbor also got a closer look at the suspects from a different camera on the property. Now, this video shows a close-up of the suspects as they round the corner. If you have any information, contact Davenport Police or Crime Stoppers to file a report. Now, as this map shows, in Davenport alone since January 3rd, there have been 267 reported vehicle thefts. And in fact, the neighbor who got the footage to us says he purchased the surveillance equipment after one of his neighbor's cars was stolen. In the studio, Owen Hoke, Local 4 News.
Owen, thank you. And if you see crime happening, forward it to Local 4. Just download the Our Quad Cities app. It is available free on both Android and Apple devices. You can get breaking news notifications and also share stories that you want to see highlighted right here on Local 4. A Moline couple is trying to pick up the pieces after losing everything they had in a duplex fire Friday night. That blaze happened at 12th Avenue and 15th Street around 7:30. Since then, the couple started a GoFundMe page asking people for help with necessities for their 9-month-old baby. Local 4's Brianna Collier joins us in our studio with the details on their situation. Brianna?
Tiffany, when you drive up to the duplex in Moline, you can still see leftover caution tape, pieces of debris, and the smell of smoke that is still left in the air, not to mention the burned building that now sits vacant. Dante Smith lived in the duplex and says he just finished celebrating his 21st birthday just 4 days before the fire. Now he, his girlfriend, and 9-month-old daughter are left with nothing. They have since been in and out of hotels, living with family, and eating out almost every day, but Smith says it's getting expensive. He says they believe the fire started by their neighbors throwing their charcoal in the garbage after it cooled, but the fire quickly spread and eventually collapsed the roof. Smith says starting from the bottom is hard, but right now they're just still in shock.
We're staying positive, like everything else is materialistic. The only thing that really bothers me is like my son's ashes were up there, and as of right now they haven't found them or got them.
Now, Smith says they have already raised $220, but they could use more. And if you would like to help out and give the couple help the couple out, we have a link to their GoFundMe page on our website, ourquadcities.com. In the studio, Brianna Collier, Local 4 News.
Brianna, thank you. Well, with this extreme heat in the Quad Cities, being outside for an extended period of time can be dangerous. Cooling centers throughout the Quad Cities are attempting to offer some relief from that heat. However, Local 4 News contacted 5 area centers that all said they were seeing low numbers of people taking advantage of those services. Christian Care said that is to be expected.
We've actually been staying on average with what we usually get. I'm, as a new person, a little shocked at it, that we're only getting maybe 2 or 3 people a day that come in and stick around.
And a spokesperson for the center says low numbers are most likely because people just aren't aware of those centers. For a full list of cooling centers available in our area, just head over to our website, ourquadcities.com. Chief Meteorologist Andy McCrae joins us now. We stayed dry so far. hoping that stays the same for this evening and the fireworks.
It'd be very nice with the big show coming up a little bit later tonight. I am watching very closely a couple of showers well south of the Quad Cities. I'll tell you what I think they'll do here over the next couple of hours in just a couple of minutes. The other big story today, the heat and the humidity creeping back into the picture. The high 91 today, so we are back up above average, and there is a heat advisory that's been issued for the Quad Cities for parts of the next couple of days. I'll tell you a lot more about that, plus have the forecast for tonight's Red, White, and Boom coming up next on Local 4 News at 5.
WHBF is local for you with Jim Needleman, Tiffany Lundberg, and Chief Meteorologist Andy McCrae. This is Local 4 News at 5 in high definition.